Coronation Street has shared a first look at the new developments involving Will Driscoll and Megan Walsh, with the teenager making a concerning discovery regarding his former athletics coach. In an issue-based storyline on the ITV soap, Will was groomed by Megan over several months, with the abuser eventually being arrested. She was subsequently released on bail after being charged, but her villainy doesn't stop. In next week's scenes, she begins to stalk Will from a distance as he attempts to recover from his traumatic experience, and the soap has now teased a worrying development from Tuesday's, May 26th, episode with a first-look clip. In the video, which can be viewed below, Will meets with Hope Dobbs, with whom he has recently developed a friendship. They sit down in Roy's roles, with Hope claiming that she saw him with Megan the previous night. Will states that nothing happened between them, and that he told her to do one after being chased. He says that he can't stand his former coach, but Hope urges him to tell Ben and Eva about his latest run-in. As Hope laments to Jody Ramsey about Will, and men in general, being suckers for a pretty face, Will discovers a note in his pocket. It's from Megan and contains her new phone number, but will he tell his father and stepmother about the discovery? Regarding the developments, a Weatherfield insider told us, Megan's shock arrival could turn Will's world upside down. He's just begun to realize the damage Megan's done. But there's a part of Will which still loves her, and she knows it. It was recently reported that Beth Nixon, the actor who portrays Megan, is due to depart the soap in the coming months, though this hasn't been officially confirmed by either ITV or Nixon herself. In recent weeks, the cast and crew of Corrie have been seen filming court scenes, indicating that Megan could be brought to trial for her crimes. While not confirmed, producer Kate Brooks told Digital Spy that the villain will not get off scot-free. Coronation Street first look. Will makes a concerning Megan discovery that sends shockwaves through the street. The cobbles of Coronation Street are set to be shaken once again as a tense new storyline unfolds, putting Will at the center of a troubling discovery involving Megan. In a dramatic first-look twist, viewers are about to see secrets unravel, suspicions rise, and relationships tested as Will stumbles into a situation that could change everything he thought he knew about Megan. From the very beginning of the storyline, Megan has been portrayed as someone with layers, charming on the surface, but clearly carrying emotional weight beneath. While she has managed to maintain a relatively steady presence in Weatherfield, subtle hints have suggested that not everything in her world is as stable as it appears. That tension finally reaches boiling point when Will becomes unintentionally entangled in her private affairs, a chance encounter that changes everything. It all begins with what seems like an ordinary moment. Will, going about his usual routine on the street, finds himself in the wrong place at the wrong time. A chance encounter leads him to witness something that immediately raises alarm bells. At first, he tries to dismiss what he has seen, convincing himself that there must be a harmless explanation. But Coronation Street rarely lets things stay simple for long. The more Will replays the moment in his mind, the more uneasy he becomes. Small inconsistencies begin to add up, and what initially looked like a misunderstanding slowly transforms into something far more serious. Megan's behavior, once easy to overlook, now appears suspicious when viewed through this new lens. Will's growing suspicion. As the storyline develops, Will is drawn deeper into uncertainty. He starts observing Megan more closely, noticing changes in her routine, her attitude, and even the way she interacts with others on the street. Conversations that once felt natural now seem guarded. Smiles feel forced. Every detail begins to feel like it might be hiding something bigger. Will is torn between loyalty and doubt. On one hand, he does not want to believe that Megan could be involved in anything concerning. On the other, he cannot ignore what he has seen. This internal conflict becomes one of the emotional core elements of the storyline, highlighting how quickly trust can unravel when suspicion takes hold. Megan under pressure. Unaware of the full extent of Will's discovery, Megan continues to navigate her own challenges. However, it becomes clear that she is carrying secrets of her own. Whether it is financial strain, a complicated relationship, or something even more serious, Megan is clearly under pressure. The tension between her public face and private reality creates a gripping contrast. To the outside world, she appears composed and in control. But behind closed doors, cracks are beginning to show. As Will edges closer to the truth, Megan's carefully constructed stability starts to weaken. Small moments of panic, evasive answers, and unexplained absences only add fuel to the fire. The turning point. The real turning point comes when Will decides he can no longer stay silent. After days of uncertainty, he confides in someone he trusts, revealing what he has seen. This decision sets off a chain reaction that neither he nor Megan can control. Word begins to spread quietly through the street, as it often does in Weatherfield. People start to look at Megan differently. Questions are asked. Assumptions are made. And suddenly, Megan finds herself at the center of unwanted attention. What makes this twist particularly powerful is that the truth is not immediately revealed to everyone. Instead, it unfolds gradually, creating layers of tension and anticipation. Viewers are left piecing together the puzzle alongside the characters, trying to determine what is real and what might be misunderstood. Emotional fallout. As suspicion grows, relationships begin to strain. Will struggles with guilt, questioning whether he did the right thing by speaking up. He never intended to cause chaos, only to understand what he saw. Yet his actions now have consequences that ripple far beyond what he expected. Megan, on the other hand, feels increasingly isolated. Whether guilty or misunderstood, she is now forced into a defensive position. The people around her begin to distance themselves, unsure of what to believe. Trust, once fragile, starts to break apart completely. The emotional fallout becomes just as important as the mystery itself. Coronation Street has always excelled at exploring human relationships under pressure, and this storyline is no exception. It asks difficult questions about perception, judgment, and how quickly a community can turn when doubt takes hold. A mystery with no easy answers. One of the most compelling aspects of this storyline is its ambiguity. The concerning discovery made by Will is not immediately explained in full detail, leaving room for interpretation and speculation. Is Megan hiding something genuinely troubling, or has Will misread the situation entirely? This uncertainty keeps viewers engaged, encouraging them to look for clues in every interaction. Subtle dialogue hints, background actions, and character reactions all take on new meaning as the mystery deepens. The writers carefully balance suspicion and sympathy, ensuring that no character is painted in black and white. Instead, the story thrives in shades of gray, where truth is complicated and motives are layered. What comes next? As the storyline progresses, the consequences of Will's discovery are expected to escalate further. Megan will likely be forced to confront the growing suspicion around her, while Will must decide whether to continue pushing for answers or step back before things spiral further out of control. Meanwhile, other residents of Coronation Street may become unintentionally drawn into the situation, adding further complexity. In true soap fashion, what begins as a personal discovery quickly expands into a wider community issue. Final thoughts. This first look at Will's concerning discovery about Megan sets the stage for a gripping and emotionally charged storyline. With secrets, suspicion, and fractured trust at its core, Coronation Street continues to deliver the kind of drama that keeps audiences hooked. Whether Megan is hiding a devastating truth or becoming the victim of misunderstanding, one thing is certain. The fallout from Will's discovery will not be contained easily. On the cobbles, every secret has a way of surfacing eventually, and when it does, no one escapes untouched. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Coronation Street Scoop News Update.